Big plans for downtown Missoula, and it includes tearing down the old historic Merc building. Good evening, everyone. I'm Laurel Staples.
And I'm Steve Fetfike. Tonight at 6 o'clock, we told you how Bozeman Development Company had plans for the site. Now we know more. That company is talking about building a Marriott hotel and retail shops. And to do that, Home Base Montana says it has to demolish the building.
The Merc's located on the corner of Higgins and Main. It's on the Montana National Register of Historic Places. The company rolled out its plans to a packed room tonight.
Reporter Montana McLaughlin was there, and she just returned after hearing all of the ins and outs of this new project. Montana?
Steve, Laurel, the new developer is Home Base Montana out of Bozeman. The company already has a multi-use project in downtown Bozeman with a mix of office, commercial, and residential space. But for the people at tonight's meeting, there are no simple answers for the three choices: to preserve, refurbish, or demolish the building. You're looking at what's left of the Missoula Mercantile building. Through the few displays, you can't see much. Boarded up windows and bashed in walls. It hasn't been touched since asbestos was found last year. The building has been standing vacant for 6 years, but real estate investors told me 3/4 of the whole block is for sale. And some say this is prime real estate. Real estate that developers are trying to figure out what to do with. Home Base Montana, a Bozeman-based development company, showed their plans to city officials Thursday. They're requesting a demolition permit to build a multi-story Marriott hotel with retail space on the bottom. But they say they hope to salvage materials and keep the original look, like incorporating the copper canopy.
Our vision really is creating a balance between respecting and protecting the architecture.
People came out by the masses to give their input.
This is just so short-sighted. We would tear down a beautiful building like that.
I think it would be a real shame if it were torn down and replaced by a modern building. I think it would alter the look of downtown.
Some said refurbishing would be the best way to go.
Repurpose this building so it could be downtown's focus for culture, arts, to be able to bring investors to show them the whole history of the city.
Others wouldn't mind demolition, especially because it's been empty for so long.
I think the most important thing to happen in Missoula is development, and if that means tearing it down and recycling the materials and incorporating them into a new building, I think it could still retain the heart and soul of the original.
But all agreed the building should be a focal point of the downtown community.
Imagine this place open to everybody in the summertime, walk across from the Clark Fork Market, find out about the history of the city.
And now it's up to the city and developers to decide what to do with it. And I tweeted live during that meeting about other development plans. They included a rooftop pool and bar. Developers also want the space to be known as the living room for the city. Other people at the meeting suggested turning the space into the new library, but only time will tell. Reporting live in the studio, Montana McLaughlin for NBC Montana.
All right, the Missoula Mercantile is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, as we mentioned. And according to the website, the listing does not interfere with an owner's right to manage their property as they see fit. The owner may paint, remodel, administer, sell, or even demolish the property. And there's more. It can be altered at any time unless federal funds or federal tax incentives are used to rehabilitate it. In that case, the changes are reviewed by the agency in consultation with the State Historic Preservation Office.
Yeah, we'll learn more about this project and the company Home Base Montana tomorrow during a special news conference at City Hall. We'll be there, and you can follow our updates on Facebook, Twitter, and online, and on the news at 5 tomorrow night.